Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a 3 looks 1 palette with the Juvia's Place Douce palette. I am loving this palette. When I first got it, I thought that's going to be way too not fun for me. But it's been really fun. My sister actually came over and I showed it to her and she's like, oh my gosh, I love that palette. But I am loving it. So I've got look number 1 on, and then we're going to do 2 more looks with it as well. Then I'll kind of have a summarized review for you at the end of what I overall think of it, because I'll have used it more. I do already have up a video with swatches and my first look that I did with it, so I'll link that right here so you can check it out. And my Thankful For You giveaway is going on right now, so be sure to check that out too. I will link that up in the iCards, and I'll link a link down below where you can get entered into that. I am just so thankful for you guys, so I want to show my appreciation to you with a little Thanksgiving holiday giveaway. If you like these 3 looks 1 palettes, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And let's go ahead and get into look number 1. Okay, so for this look today, I think I'm gonna go more neutral. Just really I don't have any blush or highlighter on. Let me do that. Okay, so for my eyes today, I think I'm gonna go a little more neutral with the Douce palette, and I think I'm gonna use these neutrals and then possibly this one and pop the green on the lower lash line. I think. I am filming, what am I filming after this? New makeup releases. So you will have seen this look before, but I'm not sure how long ago it would have been. I'm going to start with Berry Mousse right here. This might be just kind of a simple look today. We'll see. Said me never. Or almost doesn't show up on me. It's very close to the color of my lids. I'm just putting it in the transition area, so I guess it'll just help build up that mid-tone brown color. But that color is almost invisible on my eyes. Then I'm going to take my pinched blending brush. It is the Wet n Wild P15. And I'm going to take Crepes, which is right here. It's for sure a warm tone brown color. I don't know that I've used this one on the eyes, but it almost has a pinky color to it, I think. So I'm going to take this all throughout the crease, and then I'm just bringing it around on the outer V, and then we'll use that darker brown to deepen up there. Okay, in the outer V, I'm going to take a smaller fluffy brush. This is, what is it? The Balm. It's just a smaller one, and that dark brown, it's called Chocolat. And just kind of deepen this up here. So I don't want the brown to show up. I just want there to be a little bit gradient of the deeper color in the outer V, which this brown is doing really nicely. Maybe I'll do a simpler eye and a really bold wing today. Okay, next what I'm going to do, alright, so I'm going to put Mont Blanc is going to go on the whole eye. It looks silver in the pan, but when you swatch it, it actually is it's got a little bit of silver to it, but it's more white, I think. And then it's got like a little silver shift to it. My glitter glue and my fixing spray, which I use with my Juvia's Place shadows, because they do have some fallout and they look brighter and more foiled when I use a fixing spray on it. I'm not doing a cut crease, I'm just kind of placing this on the lid. And I'm going to pick up that colored Mont that color Mont Blanc on just a flat, thin eyeshadow brush. This one's from Morphe. It's the 421. It could also be their concealer brush. I frequently interchange those. And then this is going to go on the whole lid. Well, 2/3 of the lid, because then we've got our other part there, but we will go in and blend these together. So you could see how pretty that shade is. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take, Crepes, which is the mid-tone brown shade, on my finger. And I'm just going to pat these where they meet together to blend that. And then I'm going to take Mont Blanc on my finger and pat over that. I just find if you do that with both of the shades where they're meeting together, especially on a look where the color changes so much, it looks more blended together where they meet there. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the brown and just put that back on there. That one's chocolate. Okay, now for the lower lash line. I do for sure want to use that green, but I'm going to pop. So I'm going to take a M431. This is their pointer brush, and Crepes, which is the mid-tone brown shade, in here. And I'm just going to set that down across the whole eye. But then I am going to take this green shade with fixing spray. And that's going to go along the lower lash line as well. I was going to take my NYX whites in mint cream, but I think because that green is so light, I'm going to take my ColourPop teaspoon gel liner to line the inner rim here. And I think that's going to help that green pop on the lower lash line. So I have to head into TJ Maxx today. Someone on, oh man, I'll try to remember that I said this. This video is not going up for quite a bit of time after I post it, but there is a sale, like a sale Instagrammer that looks for sales, and I saw they posted TJ Maxx had a vault of all of the Makeup Forever gel liners for $50. There's like 20 of them in there, I think. That's insane. So I'm headed to TJ Maxx today, hoping that mine has it, but I'm sure they don't, because they never have anything good at my TJ Maxx. Alright, I need to put a second coat of the gel liner on here. See, that just helps that green pop a little more. If they do have it, I'm buying it. If not, then I've got to place my order for my ColourPop gel liners, because so often I'm doing a look and I'm like, man, I wish I had that pink one, or I wish I had that orange one. Oh, I just dipped that in the wrong color. So I for sure, some way, shape, or form in the next couple weeks will have my... Ooh, I probably should wait for Black Friday, shouldn't I? It still doesn't really seem like it's November. I think this will go up in November, actually. I started to try to write down my schedule, so I know when I need to film stuff to have it up. Okay, let me go ahead and finish this eye, and I'm going to put on liner and mascara, and I will be back with the final look. Guys, I'm back with the final look, and I am absolutely loving this look. I use the Makeup Revolution liquid liner, it's the Flick one, and then what did I put on my eyes? The mascara is the Lancome Big Monsieur mascara, which I am also loving. I may even end up buying a full size, which I don't usually do with mascaras. I have so many samples of things to try that I don't ever buy mascaras. So on my lips, I've got the ColourPop matte lipstick in Buffy, and I have a little bit of the CC lip serum from IT Cosmetics in Laugh, just kind of on top of it. but you could use any kind of gloss on top of that. I just happen to have that one. So whoever says you can't use warm tones and cool tones together, not true, which I mix them all the time, but some people are more specific about their tones that they wear together. But there is look number 1 with the Douce palette. Let's move on to look number 2. Look number 2, I definitely want to do a pink and green look, so I think I might just stick to these here. So this row and this row, probably is for the inner corner highlight. This one does have a bit of a reddish pink undertone. Maybe we'll use that, maybe not. That may be too many shades. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start with Creme in the transition area. So that's just really covering my eye from transition to partway into the crease. Not really being too precise with this color. I am so glad I got this palette. I think I don't know, when I first got it, I was kind of debating on whether I was going to enjoy it or not. Actually, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think this is going to be my crease color and on part of the lid, and then I'm going to deepen it up with the brown and then put green on the rest of the lid. I think that's what we're going to do. I love playing and experimenting with shades, which is why I don't always have my whole look picked out of what I'm going to do, because sometimes I just like to go with the flow and see where the look takes me. Honestly, some of the looks where I have had my look planned out before, then I end up changing it anyway. And just blend these out here. I didn't put anything on that brush. I just went in with the brush that I had used Creme for. That was the lighter pink shade. All right, this looks good so far. And then I'm gonna take, I think I'm gonna take a pencil brush. You know what, I'm gonna start actually, because these are pretty pigmented shades. I'm gonna start with this little blender brush. This is the Morphe 507. And if it doesn't pick up enough for me, then I'm gonna go, I'll go in, oh no, I think this is good to darken it up, because I don't want it to be like brown brown. I just want it to be a little deeper on the outer V. I definitely think with these shades, using a stiffer, scratchier brush, like a natural hair pencil brush, which is what I typically use if I want to get a lot of pigment on the outer V. These are so pigmented, I don't think you need that if you're just deepening up the outer V. And then I'm going to take one that is slightly larger with a little bit of the pink in it, like such a little amount of the pink in it, because it's very pigmented. And I'm going to blend with that one. So I'm bringing a little bit of the pink back to it, but I also want to blend in the brown without covering up the brown. Oh my gosh, guys. By the way, I am telling you, I was doing pretty good not having lipstick on my teeth for a while there. What did I have on today? I'll tell you what I had on in a little bit, because that definitely got on my teeth. What video did I just edit? Probably is already up. I think it was the Coastal Scents green look lipstick on the teeth most of the video. Something like that though, like I was really inspired the day I filmed that by those Coastal Scents green shades. To refilm it, I would lose my inspiration and excitement for it. So with a video like that, it's better to just put it up with lipstick on my teeth, not to mention the time that that would take. I would lose a day of filming a look, you know. Okay, I think this looks really good and blended. So I am going to take my NYX white base because I really want this green to pop. I always try to twist these up, but they don't twist up. But the Ulta brand has got a really good thicker pencil sharpener. So I'm not necessarily doing a cut crease. I just had all that pink on there, and I really want my green to pop on here and not blend into all of that pink. So that's why I'm using a white base for this. I am going to take my concealer brush before and just smooth that line out before I put the green on. So I've got a fixing spray, and I've just been using the Revolution Illuminating Fixing Spray for my eyeshadows probably for a long time. Until it's gone, that's the one I'm going to be using. And I'm going to spray the green shadow, which is called Macarons. Ooh, that is so pretty. Okay, so I brought it all the way from the inner corner to about halfway across, and then I am going to put that other shade in for an inner corner highlight. And we are going to blend where the pink and green meet. Okay, so I'm going to blend with both colors. I'm going to start with the hot pink and just pat. Whoa, yeah, see that hot pink is so pigmented. I'm just going to pat where they meet. And then I'm going to go in with the green and pat over that as well. I've been doing that with my eye looks, going in with both colors and patting that over, and I feel like that gives a much more seamless look and really gets them blended where they meet there on the eyelid. And then I'm going to take the brush that I used the pink on and just kind of place a little more there on the outer V or the outer part of the lid. I think I'm pretty done with that. Let's go ahead and do the lower lash line. Take a pencil brush with Creme, just the lighter pink salmon-y shade, and it's going to go on the whole lower lash line. And what do I want? I might just take a little bit of brown. Leave the colorful part on top and just put a little bit of that brown to wrap that around. Okay, for the waterline, I'm going to take the faux whites in linen from NYX. And that's going to go, if I can get it open, I'm just going to pop that in the waterline. And then, okay, so I'm going to let that set for a minute. I'm going to apply another layer of this. I'm going to do liner and mascara, and I will be back to show you guys the final look. To finish up this look, I am going to use Tarte right here for the inner corner highlight. I think I use a fixing spray with this one. If I remember, it's a bit crumbly. Oh my gosh, this color is so pretty. Do you see that? Ooh. Just a beautiful pink iridescent shimmer shade. Matches so well with all the other shades in this palette as well. This is the final look. I used the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Mascara with the Urban Decay Troublemaker Mascara on top. I used the IT Superhero Liner. Yes, liquid eyeliner. On my lips, I've got the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Lipstick in Melted Nude. I forgot about these things. I just found them. I kind of like them, except for all that lipstick on the teeth situation. And then on top, I have got an Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine Lip Gloss in SPL. And I think that's everything that I have on. I love these shades that I used today. Very pigmented. Just a tiny bit of fallout from the green one. And then I love how it turned out on top of that white base. This is look number 2. Let's move on to look number 3. Okay, look number 3 is going to be an interesting look. I'm going to try anyway. I am going to do a neutral look, and the goal is to use this green as the wing liner. So we are going to try that. I only used that green in one look so far, and this will be my 4th look filmed with this palette. So I had the one, I'm going to start with Berry Mousse in the transition area. So my first look was the initial impression first look. That was linked in the iCards. And then the other 2 looks I've done here. So I did an all pinky look in the first look. I used that silver in the second look. I used green on the lid, a green pink look, which is kind of a must with this palette. And then now we're going to try a neutral look with the green as the liner, and that green I think is going to be my only pop of color. So for the green wing, I'm going to try to use my mixing medium and my ColourPop teaspoon liner. We'll just see how that works out. I've got my pinched blending brush, and I am going to take Crepes, which is this color right here. It's the mid-tone brown shade, definitely a very warm shade. And that's going to go in the crease. And then I'm going to pull it about, geez, I don't know, this might go okay, I got it. We are going to have a pretty matte eyelid with only the sparkle in the wing. So I'm going to do, it's going to be a halo eye in technique, but not in that bright pop in the middle. I'm going to take Creme and pop that right in the middle of this eye. And then I'm just going to take a flat shader brush with Creme, which is the salmony color, and I'm just going to pop that in the middle. So keeping this a pretty neutral eye look and matte, because I want that green to really stand out. To deepen up the outer V, I'm just going to take a little bit of the brown color right here, Chocolat. Just a little bit, and I'm using that same Morphe 507 that I used yesterday because I just need to lightly place this color on here, and with what is left on it, I'm not going to add any more. I'm just going to deepen up this inner corner a bit. That is pretty. I'm going to take my pinch blending brush and just blend out the crease area. And I'm going to go ahead and do the lower lash line before I do my wing. Just got a small smudger brush here, and I'm going to start with Crepes. You can't see that. And that's going to go on the outer third and the inner third. And then Salmon's going to go on the middle. So to create this wing with the shadow on top of it, I've got a couple things ready to go. So I've got my NYX mixing medium to help that stick to the liner. I've got my mixing tray from e.l.f. just in case I need it. I have my ColourPop teaspoon liner. And then I've got a small, this is the e.l.f. angled eyeliner brush that I will use for the mixing medium. And then I just have a flat brush that I'll use to apply the shadow to. Now, oh, and we need a fixing spray. So I'm going to start out with my eyeliner. So it just broke off. So I'm just lining across the lash line, and then out here I'm going to do a wing. Okay, not bad. So since this is going to be a lighter color, I made it a little bit thicker than I make my black ones because I really want that to pop. We're going to try just putting on the shadow with the fixing spray at first. But I wanted that mixing medium ready just in case. I'm hoping this will work. So far, so good. I like it. So that is just with the fixing spray. I didn't have to use any mixing medium. Woo! Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye, and I'm going to do some mascara. I am putting the NYX Faux Whites in Mint Cream on my lower lash line because I want that green on top to be the only green in this eye look. And then this will just help the lower lash line pop a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna finish up this eye, do mascara, and I will be back to show you guys the final look. What do you guys think about that with the green liner? It worked well, except for the fact that I think my ColourPop teaspoon drying out, and it broke off like 3 times while I was using it, so now I have like half of the amount of eyeliner that I had before I started doing it. So, it's just not as creamy as it used to be. So I'm going to take Tarte. This is the most beautiful inner corner highlight. Oh my gosh. I think I've used it in all of my looks with this palette. It is just this beautiful duochrome of like silver and pink. So I use the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Mascara on my lashes. And that was all because I didn't use a liner today. On my lips, I have got the Collab lip liner in Burnt Up. By the way, these Collab lip liners are so creamy and pigmented. I love them. And then I put the ColourPop Lippy Stick in Can't Wait. It is one of the Matte X ones. I love this one too. It's so pretty for fall and it just gave me a really dark lip. Overall for this palette, I am loving it. Like I said, I think I said at the beginning, I said sometime throughout this video, when I got it, I did not think I was going to like it at all, and I love it. All of the colors are so pigmented. The mattes blend so well together but don't mute each other out. The shimmers, definitely you need a fixing spray with them, and I would even say a sticky base would be good. I didn't use that with the liner today, but I did use that with my other looks, I think. I used some kind of base with them in addition to the eyeshadow primer that I used for the shimmery ones because they do have some fallout. They are a little bit crumbly as well. But if you put that on there, they give a beautiful effect and they will last on the eyes. If you like that kind of neutral pinky look, I think that this would be a great palette for you. You've got that little pop of green that you can incorporate in to different places in the eye to give you that little pop of color. But I think this is a beautiful palette. I am glad to have it in my collection. I hope you enjoyed the 3 looks that I did. I hope you guys have an amazing day and I will see you in the next one. Bye!